welcome back. This is another video. I'm here to make a review of Honest Thief. Sounds like an oxymoron when you say it out loud, but apparently this guy, Liam Nielsen, cannot play a bad person to save his life. There's always gotta be some type of good thing about him, redeeming factor about him. Now he's playing a thief. First 3 takings, he was taking a father who was a husband who was out to get his daughter, get his daughter back from the clutches of human sex trafficking. And taking 2, we forget what that was about. But taking 3, we even more forgot what that was about. We know that taking 3 was had something to do with him being kidnapped or whatever, and his daughter coming to see him. He just had to flip it around because the same drawn out concoction as other two, even though it was the same formula, except for it was the daughter who was saved, which then turned around being exactly him doing the same in the end. But anyway, just like those 3 movies, this one has a similar one, except for Liam Neeson's playing a thief. But now I don't know how you find him to be an honest thief. He's more like a thief who has a conscience somehow and decides he wants to turn his life around after meeting a woman. Now, I'm not going to go into details how stupid that sounds, but technically speaking, he is so dumb even the cops had to say what he's turning himself in because he met a woman. Really? Wow, I guess that's all the thieves need is a woman. But they only stole for money for the money. Apparently he didn't steal money. He didn't rob the banks for the money. He just robbed it for the thrill. Just like rich people rob stores for the thrill and not for the item. Not really. It's equivalent to Robin Hood, who just didn't steal for his own sake. Wait, never mind, because he did do that. He gives some money to the poor. There are people who do things just for the thrill. But I got a perfect example. He's like Kato Kid. He just goes around robbing banks, not for the money, but to get it back later. He's like Kato Kid from Detective Conan. He just goes around stealing jewelry just to give it back again later. Because it's not about the item he steals. It's about the fact that he can do it. He's like Kato Kid from Detective Conan. Just robbing banks with her and never spend the time of it. How dumb is that? And let's be realistic. If anybody robbed a bank, more than one, they won't be getting out of jail for no 2 years. Won't be serving no 2 years in jail. They're probably serving 2 years times 10. What? Boy, those are felony charges, dude. Those are not just misdemeanors. We know you robbed 20 banks. We're gonna just let you off the hook. Nobody really was hurt, and you would just play the prank, and you just gave that money back. No, Pippin, you'll be probably serving the rest of your life in jail. You ain't getting out. They don't care about you. Man, you have been better off keeping the money, spending it on the girl you like, and whatnot. You would have been better off. Your hands are already dirty. Yeah, I'm just saying. You would have been better off just keeping the money and just figure out how to clean it. Look, not saying that people know how to like clean, but you know you're watching bank robbing movies. You always like they rob the bank, then the intelligent ones, not the stupid ones. They rob a bank and then they figure out how to switch the money out with clean money that they can actually spend. Because they know they can't spend the bank money because the bank money has traces on those money. So if they try to spend it, they'll know where it go in. The trace. You follow the money and you find the criminals. But that's why they try to go around it. But anyway, honest thief. It's more like you should revert this and say it's a thief who got a guilty conscience at some point. and tries to turn himself in. And there's some sleazy FBI agents, which they don't even handle bank robbers unless it crosses the border. Um, Two sleazy, dirty, corrupt. I wouldn't say well, it's just one dude is. You would never guess who the one dude is who convicted the other dude. Hold on. I'm going to give you a. He is. He is a piece of paper and a brown paper bag. Figure it out. The race matches that of those two items. He's Mexican, Hispanic-ish, and a white person. And you will never guess who the bad guy is. Who's the one who convinces him, and while the other guy is like, I don't know about this man. Yeah, he is. It's nonsense. Anyway, yo, look up your white bad guy. Every criminal, he's actually always white. Racism. It's, it's the white blonde white boy. Yeah, there is obviously no message in this movie at all. Well, these two dummies decide, you know what we ought to do? We ought to try to steal the 3 million, even though it's really 9, but $3 million because it was deserved to us. We don't get enough money. We need to keep the money, like as though nobody's gonna realize. One, there's a lot of big gap and holes they never bother to explain. First of all, why would you pass on such a juicy confession off to some henchman you down the hall? Okay, you would jump on this. Even though, I don't care if there's many fakes. How many more fakes could it be? Why would anybody want to confess to robbing a bank? Why would anybody want to confess to robbing 9 banks and want to go to unless they love going to jail? I don't know what's wrong with people. Why would that be something to confess to? When you think you can get some fame, the only thing you'll get is handcuffs and behind bars, and that's not famous. I don't understand people. It would make sense for them. It would make more sense in the long run if he hadn't been famous. His name is famous. He didn't say, I don't like the In-N-Out killer. In-N-Out killer. You don't like In-N-Out killer. I don't know why. It just sounds kind of dumb. In-N-Out, like, lame. You didn't think any harder than that on that name. I mean, he's in and he's out. It sounds like a catchy catchphrase. I mean, he goes in and he comes out. And nobody knows where he at. Would you rather the ghost hunt, the ghost robber, the invisible man? He's the ghost burglar. He robs banks and then disappears like a ghost. Probably makes better sense than In-N-Out. Because, first of all, you just established that nobody knows how he gets in and nobody knows how he gets out. So how can he be In-N-Out bandit? Yo, dummy. Anyway, I digress. And we shall continue. The main premise of the memory is just that. The FBI steals the money, tries to cover up his tracks by they don't even do it right. The worst kind of sidekick you can have is one with a conscience, especially one who's not one he is the most liability. Okay. This man said, "You care about your man." He kept going on about being a family man, and I'm like, so what? That's not an insult, you dummy. Oh, I guess unless you're like politically laughing, that would be an insult. But technically speaking, that's not really an insult. They're just mocking him for wanting to do the right thing. You freaking dummy. That's not nothing to be mocked about. Okay, I don't care. Sounds so dumb. I mean, it's just really, really dumb. It's just dumb. I mean, why would you just follow this dude just because he mocks you about being a family man? And first of all, the moment he will only have one time to that in your family and it be in, I'll go to jail because FBI agent. It is just, dude. No, I would just do a security recording man and send right to my kids. About fired. I'm gonna take all the heat on money, but man, you don't threaten my people. You won't threaten my kids. You won't threaten my family. Bury you when nobody finds you. And then you think you're the only one FBI knows that hide evidence. So, freaking, that's why he's so unbearably. They make him so unbearably. I'm like, he's such a dweeb at the same time, dude. He tries to be bad, but at the same time a dork. It's just bad combination. Like you pick one, either he's a dork and he can't be both bad and a dork at the same time. You gotta pick one or the other. Try to make him out as weak, but also as a dork, and so as an unlikable douchebag. It's just I don't know where they were going with this guy's character at all. They go in two different directions, and he's stupid. Like somebody told you to run that shouldn't move you. There's probably a bomb in the house. He looked around like he maybe have caught the weird of what he was saying, and he started counting down, but he didn't know until his last. Well, wait, a few more minutes. Maybe nothing will happen. Oh shit! I better not touch this. Run. He blows the house up, but he makes it believe. Anyway, I'm telling the story. I'm not going to bring you the ending, but like I said, it's all like it's pretty much if you've seen Taken 1, Taken 2, and Taken 3, you know how all these movies gonna end. You know how all these movies are gonna end. It ends exactly the same way every time. Even in the last movie he made, it did exactly the same way. Him being a snowman, it did the same exact way. So, everyone in the movie, he's going around beating people up and, or killing them. If not killing them, beating them up and capturing them or whatnot. They all end the same way. So what makes you think this movie will end any differently? It's not. I'm telling you, the only thing they changed was his profession. It just gets crazier and crazier. What next movie he gonna be in? We'll see what next is gonna be. Hmm? He's gonna be that lawyer who's going to the defense of his client after his client gets captured by the cartel for drugs. Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. That's back actually what's going to be the exact sort of same daggone movie. People go to see these movies all the time. But actually, I went to the movie and nobody was in it. I guess they got the idea that it's going to be pretty much the same movie it's pretty much going to be the same movie over and over and over. It's rich, wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. If you know what Liam Neeson is, it's wash, rinse, repeat. Okay, the song The Wash, which like Brock Lesnar's shirt. Liam Neeson got the same type shirt. Wash, rinse, repeat. Action, hero, action, survive at the end. Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. All of his movies are pretty much identical to each other. Identical to each other. Oh, he's going to be in another movie involving immigration. So I mean, he's going to have a message behind it. He's trying to save a boy. Yep, typical thing. He's trying to save somebody. He's close to. Whoever it is, gotta be somebody. It's gotta be. It's gotta be somebody. And the next movie gonna be in is gonna be. Yeah, already got it planned out already. He's gonna be saving an image, like legally across the border. Who makes this movie? Don't actually leftists make this movie. So obviously everything gonna be about immigration and whatnot. Yeah, saying, yep, it's going to be one of those movies. Yep, he's going to fight the cartel because the cartel's evil. You know, he's either doing one or two things, three things. He's either rescuing someone, that's killing someone, running from something, like, or protecting something. One of those three things in the movies is one of those three things going to be one of those factors. Ooh, he's going to be protecting, defending, or running. Three things. Top three Liam Neeson things you gotta think of when you're watching the movie. What is he doing in the movie? Is he a protector? Is he a defender? Or he's a runaway escape artist? Where they're always running and somebody's chasing them. It looks like in this movie he's gonna be a combination of two things, defender and escape artist. So he's defending the boy while trying to escape the cartel who are chasing him. The gifts of the movie I've seen from the clips. But in not Steve. He's more say a combination of all three in small doses. I can't really peg this one. This is why this one's so weak. You really can't peg what he is. Is he a protector because he's protecting his girlfriend or whatever? Is he a stabilizer because he's running away from the cops or two detectives? So technically, if he has to try to frame him, he's he's defending himself. Oh, this over money. Like, I don't understand. You know, this clip is they would have killed him if he had to get him all the money. They were going to kill him. The guy was obviously way in too deep to get out of. But anyway, that's my review of Honesty. What would I give it? I'm give him Honesty. Shoot, it's gonna be hard. It ain't gonna be a good one. I give it a 6. It deserves a 3, but because I'm casual fan, it didn't bore me to death. It wasn't really that entertaining. I'd say annoying. The guy just takes us up about annoying me half to death. It just I can really get into the movie in and out. Sometimes just some of the stuff just made no sense. You know, why in the world would you go pick up the money in the middle of the day, broad daylight? Especially if you plan on stealing it. You wake. First of all, the first idea should have been to go to front desk and trick the girl into saying under a guise that you were friends. That way she wouldn't have snuck up on you when you were doing it. And being more suspicious if I was her, I would have been 10 times suspicious if I saw somebody coming up to a door that I know for a fact does not belong to them. Taking out stuff. Says, sir, you don't. This is not yours. First of all, they can't just walk up to it anyway. You have to go to the front desk and have them escort you to the locker to get whatever you're looking for. That's what called a search warrant. You get the search warrant. Tell them you're there to search your stuff. He must be with you. When you do it, you can just go up there by yourself and proclaim. I say I'm the police. I got a warrant to search your stuff and confiscate stuff. You got the person has to be there. The fact that they didn't want to go him to go there should have put red flags with him. In the first place, that they were up to no good. Don't you know no good? Yeah, he should have known some he should know better. He should have called the FBI back and told them, I told them where the money is. You need to inspect them now to make sure that they are not doing it up to par. Not stealing nothing. The fact that he trusts these two cops to be by themselves. The FBI agents are usually never by themselves. Even with two, there's usually groups of them. But they act like they weren't making a lot of money, but they not super poor either. I mean, they make decent amount of money that they wouldn't need to rob Not around this time, probably talking about some defunding the people born out and get paychecks. Alright. Anyway, that's my review of Honesty. Like I said, I give it a soft 6. That's the max I'll give it a 6 because it was alright. It wasn't the biggest thing on there. And people say, you never say you like a movie. Okay, first of all, let me clear the air about that. The two things, if I didn't like the movie, I would definitely say I didn't like the movie. Play Blake. While I'm joking about it, I would tell you I hate the movie. If I like a movie, let me tell you how you know if I like the movie. One, I watch it multiple times. If I watch it multiple times, I definitely like the movie. Like I watched Lion like a billion times. There are several movies that I wouldn't mind rewatching. If I deem it rewatchable, then I really like the movie. And my demon video worthy. I thought it was even okay at the strongest. Not like there was an anime movie that I saw. I forgot what it was called. That should not have made it to the theaters. It should have been traded DVD. Period. In discussion. I think it was about a male dog, not a male dog, not like a male, like a boy dog. I'm talking about like a dog that delivers product, like a male dog. Dogs, male dogs, sled team. It was wolves, something I forget. You know how bad that movie. That must how bad that movie. I can't forget what that movie was because I totally forgot the movie. I don't even remember the name. When it came out in theaters like 2 years ago. Yeah, I said I went to go see it. It was not really that great. It was okay at best. It was serviceable for a DVD, but not for a movie, not theatrical release. It didn't make that much money, by the way. I don't even know why it made videos. It shouldn't have made it. It looked like a Netflix movie. I don't understand why they put movies out, but I'm let this thing go too long. But the clear air, like stuff like that. It's not that I hated the movie. I thought it was okay, but I don't think it was good for theatrical releases. Movies, I don't necessarily sit through bad movies. The movie, if I walk out of a movie I thought was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. I'm just gonna put it that way. If it bores me to death, any movie that bores me to death is gonna give me a 1 star. Period. If it's boring, I don't sit through it. I can't sit through boring movies. Unlike some YouTubers who can sit through and watch boring movies, I just can't do it. My ADD will not let me do it. Anyway, with ADHD, can't sit through a boring movie. And that's the bottom line, because no one goes about it. So, but anyway, honestly, it got my attention long enough to finish watching it. So I gave it a 5 or a 6. But it was weak. It was not as engaging. Most of the movie involves him running away with something, and then he told him, "I'm gonna get you," and then he doesn't really follow through much. Besides, just the love, the romance just seems forced. It's just I think it's better when he doesn't have a romance. He needs romance. Everything doesn't always. He's even gonna have to be just married to him, and all this is a good movie for decent. Didn't involve them all being lovey-dovey. Like this one just too strange for me. It's just too strange. You know, she's like, you lied to me. If I wouldn't be a bank robber, I'm not robbing banks right now. Okay, we're not robbing a bank at the moment right now. You lied to me. No, he didn't lie to you. He didn't tell you nothing. You never asked her, therefore you never gave the answer. You never had the chance to lie to you. Now you could have come up and confessed and told you everything, but I am honey. I used to be a bank robber back in the day, like a year ago. That's not. Seeing you, I don't want to be a bank robber anymore. I'm leaving you. Before I knew you were a bank robber. Wait, man. I'm not. Okay, yes, I am a bank robber. Ex bank robber, by the way. Because I haven't robbed a bank in a year. By the way, that means I've turned my life around. And I don't want to be big anymore. Anyway, I could be the smart thing to do is just not rob banks, just continue with my life and nobody would know who I was because nobody already does. The police don't obviously don't believe me now, so I should just continue moving on my life and just. But I couldn't live with myself unless I confessed and had a clean slate. Oh, now you want to grow conscience. What's that conscience we get from banks? Okay. I now all of a sudden decide to grow a conscience after meeting you. Oh my goodness, so petty. But anyway, I'm just keep saying, and then keep going. All right, that is my honest deep. Till next time, this is DF Gaming signing out.